Hey guys, what is going on? This is WrestleMania back with another episode. It's finally time for the tag title unification match between Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro and SmackDown Tag Team Champions The Usos. Who will walk away with all the belts tonight? Join us now as WrestleMania looks at the 20th May edition of the Blue Brand, as well as all the wildest wrestling news, stories, and rumors you need to know, including the WWE's latest efforts to bury Naomi and Sasha. Did WWE dismantle Stephanie's staff? And more. As always, WrestleMania won't recap the matches, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good. Ricochet vs. Gunther looks promising. Things are looking exciting for the Intercontinental Championship as the WWE seems ready to pit Gunther against current champion Ricochet. Gunther has had plenty of time to show what a monster he is, and having Ricochet save Drew Gulak from a post-match beatdown is a good way to start a program. Hopefully WWE won't have Gunther steamroll over Ricochet with no follow-up, as an extended program between these two could be a summer sizzler. Max Dupree is here. It was good to see Max Dupree, aka former NXT star LA Knight, on Smackdown, as the talented manager could help a number of stalled superstars get back on track. You may recall LA Knight recruited Mansoor and Mace during dark matches on the Blue Brand, and while there's no guarantee WWE will follow this up, it could be the start of something special for both stars now that Dupree is officially on SmackDown. Some good wrestling. SmackDown is in a serious slump storyline-wise, more about that later, but you can't fault the show's wrestling talent. Whether it was the epic tag team main event, the women's match, or Sammy vs. Shinsuke, fans looking for exciting wrestling weren't disappointed. Now if WWE could only get some strong storylines going, SmackDown could bounce back. Shotzi vs. Raquel. Is Shotzi vs. Raquel Rodriguez going to be the stuff of legend? Perhaps not, but WWE deserves credit for developing its women's undercard and using this rivalry to show how badly wrestlers want a women's title shot. WrestleMania wouldn't mind seeing more from both of these talented tumblers, especially if the WWE can avoid booking them in matches every week for the next 4 months. Pace things out with interviews one week, a run-in another week, then follow things up with a rematch. It's not brain surgery unless you happen to be on the WWE writing team. The bad. New Day vs. Brawling Brutes is awful. The New Day vs. the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, continues to reach new lows every week, and the announcement that the New Day are recruiting a mystery partner to even the odds has WrestleMania quivering in horror at the thought of who it could be. There are several possibilities, but WrestleMania is confident Drew McIntyre will step in, not only due to his history with Sheamus, but because the WWE likely has nothing planned for him until Clash at the Castle. Fans have seen Drew vs. Sheamus so many times that the only way this will be interesting is if Drew turns on the New Day, which seems unlikely at best. Where are the superstars? SmackDown looks like a ghost town now that even more stars, Los Lotharios and Lacey Evans, have headed over to Raw. Tonight's episode showed just how limited the Blue Brand's roster is right now, and the WWE needs to consider calling up some NXT talent to supplement SmackDown, or things are going to get even more boring. Cole buries Naomi and Sasha. Michael Cole's announcement that the WWE has suspended Naomi and Sasha Banks, as well as stripping them of the tag team titles, wasn't unexpected, but did Cole need to bury the two in the process? Sure, Vince McMahon likely told him to begrudge the two for letting down millions of fans and their fellow superstars, but it was unnecessary and petty. The downright ugly. The boring bloodline. The Usos are now your undisputed tag team champions, something so shocking that few fans could have seen it coming. Who are we kidding? The Usos win was yet the latest predictable moment involving the bloodline, and at this point, what is there left for the company to do with the three wrestlers? The bloodline has become boring, predictable, and the group's booking is yet another example of how the WWE is content to play things conservatively and maintain the status quo. News: WWE burying Naomi and Sasha? Topping today's news are some major developments concerning Naomi and Sasha Banks' 16th May walkout from WWE and the WWE's strong response. Let's start with how WWE is handling things on the air, and then examine what's going on behind the scenes. Naomi and Sasha suspended indefinitely. Smackdown announcer Michael Cole announced that Naomi and Sasha Banks have been suspended indefinitely for the actions they took earlier this week, with Cole stating the departed duo let down millions of fans and their fellow superstars. Not surprisingly, Cole continued the company line, stating the two walked out on a six-pack challenge, disrupting the planned match. Women's tag team titles vacated. Cole also announced that a future tournament will determine the new women's tag team champions, but he provided no further details as to when or who will be involved. This comes as no surprise, as WWE likely wanted to make it appear they're not letting the belts collect dust, despite the fact rumor has it the WWE wanted the tag team champions to work singles matches at Hell in a Cell. It'll be interesting to see how many tag teams the WWE can slap together for the tournament, as the only established teams are Zelina Vega and Carmella, as well as Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Doudrop and Nikki ASH are one possibility. What team would you like to see the WWE form in the women's division? WWE pulls Naomi and Sasha merchandise. Naomi and Sasha's suspension isn't the only way WWE are trying to punish the duo. As many fans have noted online, a visit to the WWE shop reveals no merchandise for either Naomi or Sasha Banks, with fans given the "looks like you've taken a wrong turn, you're in parts unknown" message. While some people, including WWE Hall of Famer The Road Dogg, think the walkout is a work, it's hard to imagine the WWE going through all this trouble for a storyline featuring its women's tag team champions. As our next story shows, Naomi and Sasha may have a revenue option if they're concerned about the loss of revenue from their WWE merchandise. Lana Cashes In. Add CJ Perry, aka former WWE superstar Lana, to the list of celebrities cashing in on fans' thirst for exclusive content. Ringside News is reporting that Perry recently signed up with Brand Army, a site similar to OnlyFans but one which provides content safe for work, aka eye-straining nudity. Lana's launch proved a smash success, with Miro's hot, flexible wife tweeting, "So thankful and grateful to all my fans who have made us the largest launch day in Brand Army history. The hashtag hot flexible wife cometh, and she cometh with nothing but gratitude and shock." Perry reportedly made $20,000 in her first day on the platform, which states it has no nudity or sexual content, i.e. content not safe for work. A recent New York Post story revealed how lucrative the site can be while fitting into a celebrity's comfort zone. Jessica McKay, aka former WWE superstar Billie Kay, explained, "In terms of content, it's whatever we feel comfortable with. Brand Army has a zero nudity policy. We have the freedom to put out any type of content that we want, whether it be selfies, like when we first wake up in the morning, or photo shoots or behind-the-scenes videos." Brand Army has no limit on how much creators can charge for content. For example, Jessica McKay's tag team partner Cassie Lee, aka former WWE superstar Peyton Royce, has two tiers of content, the first costing $9.99 a month and the second costing $149.99 a month, which includes perks like unlimited free DMs. For Horn Dogs wondering about Perry, her content is listed at $19.99 a month. Stephanie McMahon's staff dismantled? Was Stephanie McMahon's staff dismantled prior to her WWE exit, and if so, was the move part of a plan to go in a new direction in terms of Stephanie's work as Chief Brand Officer? As fans continue to theorize whether there's more to the story than being reported, a new report from Fightful Select reveals, last year much of Stephanie McMahon's team that she worked with directly was dismantled during rounds of office layoffs. Those that we spoke to who worked directly with Stephanie McMahon spoke highly of her, and they enjoyed their time there. One said that they weren't surprised by her decision, but didn't have any reason behind it. WrestleNomics' Brandon Thurston reported earlier this week that Nick Khan is taking over Stephanie's responsibilities as Chief Brand Officer, which raises a number of questions. 1. How far in advance did Stephanie know she was leaving? 2. Is there more to Stephanie's story than her statement she is taking time off to focus on her family? 3. Was the WWE unhappy with the work Stephanie was doing as Chief Brand Officer? There are no clear answers to any of these questions, and like many news stories in wrestling, there is little to go on other than what's been stated. While WrestleMania could throw various theories out, what's the point of wild speculation? Instead, let's explore what may have happened based on WWE's business history. Nick Khan takes on more responsibilities in the WWE, and he has a history of hiring his own people to help him fulfill his goals. If Khan knew that he would be replacing Stephanie, it makes sense that he would want his own people in the department. Khan has also shown a willingness to avoid redundancies in WWE and may have felt that Stephanie's staff were unnecessary. The story of Stephanie McMahon's staff being dismantled follows Khan's previous business moves and isn't necessarily evidence that McMahon was quietly ousted. What are your thoughts on the latest development in Stephanie's leave of absence? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Well guys, there you have it, WrestleMania's look at the 20th May edition of Smackdown, including the good, the bad, and the downright ugly, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know in wrestling. Be sure to leave your comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.